Welcome to Executive Insights, Winner Circle Edition. I'm Nasheen Liu, partner with the IT Media Group, a CIO-centric media company. My guest today is Ferial Sheybani, Vice President, Head of Technology and Data with Colliers International. Ferial has been recognized as the Data Leader of the Year by the Women in IT Awards in 2022. In this episode, I caught up with Ferial to discuss the topic of driving business outcome through data. I also asked Ferial, as a women leader working in a male-dominant industry, how she was able to find her voice, build trust, and influence change. Hi, Ferial. So great to see you, and welcome to Executive Insights.
Hi, Nasheen. Amazing to see you again. Thank you for the invite. I'm very excited.
It's my pleasure. Ferial, I remember you and I first met a few years ago. In fact, right around the time you were joining Colliers as the head of technology and data for Canada. And back then, you were venturing into a new industry. And what you've accomplished in just a short few years is nothing but remarkable. And you were acknowledged for your efforts as well across the industries. And most recently, you were named the Data Leader of the Year by the Women in IT Awards in 2022. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Nasheen. I really appreciate your comments. I feel very humbled and honored to be recognized on behalf of all women in tech. I really am excited about being a representative for the women in this space.
Very well said. So, Ferial, for as long as I've known you, you're always a big promoter and big proponent of driving value from data. So why don't we start there? What business outcomes have you achieved with data at Colliers?
So, Nasheen, we are in commercial real estate, as you know, and in commercial real estate, data is an important part of any investment decision that is made. However, information about property and various transactions related to the property is usually in silos, and it's difficult to make a wholesome view of that information for better investment decision making. For me, this was an important part to look into and see how we can support our business. Our mantra basically was we need to build a foundation to connect data from various sources and channels and to create that 360 insights, which will eventually be the part that a customer needs for better decision making.
360-degree view of customers. Very well put. So what are your vision and strategies that enabled those business outcomes?
When I joined Colliers 3.5 years ago, almost now, one of my first tasks was to shape our 5-year strategy. For that, I initiated transformation workshops and user experience workshops and engaged our user community to basically better understand what are their important needs and what are the existing pain points that we have to address for them. And one of the most important areas of improvement that we recognized was addressing the fact that data is trapped in multiple platforms and people need to navigate through multiple platforms and channels to be able to create the view that they need in order to make a final decision. So we embarked on Connected Data Initiative, and we called it Better Data, Now Easier. And our approach then was planning for incremental changes that are achievable and create value for business in phases. So the first initial phases was focusing on bringing the real-time market sales trends and listing data feed directly in and combining it with various sources that we have built in Colliers to create that ease for getting the information faster.
Those are really valuable insight, Ferial, because I've been in conversations with many technology and data leaders, and everyone seemed to know what are the right things they need to do, but what's missing is how to get there. And I really love what you said about, the very first initiative that you undertook, which is listening to your customers, listening to your users, and truly understanding how they are using data and what the challenges they are having with data and creating this connected data initiative. Kudos to you. Ferio, you're a women leader working in two male dominant industries, technology and real estate. How did you find your voice and build trust and influence change?
Nasheen, this is a very good question. And I've been asked these questions through different interviews that I have given recently about women in commercial real estate and women in tech. I have to say, first of all, it starts by trusting yourself and having the confidence that you know what you have to do and you've done this before. For me, having experience in other industries gave me that confidence. And coming in and learning about the business helped me to learn how to tweak my approach and build the right strategy for the culture of commercial real estate. So that is very important. Trusting yourself, having confidence that you can do this, and drawing on your network and knowledge of collective, looking at tech industry, different partnerships that you can build, people that you know, peer conversations, roundtables. I know you have one of them, and those are also great. So these are the way that you can create that confidence and build on the collective knowledge. And leading across and building trusted relationship with peers in the organization by engaging them and building a joint vision and shared reward scenario, building a team of experts to build the vision. That was an important part for me because we were a very small team and I had to build and expand the team and bring in the right talent to enable us in that journey. So the way I lead is very open and emphasizing a lot on collaboration and consensus. So I promote the idea of creating more collaboration than position and authority. One other factor in my success has been working for a good leader and a champion who believes in my vision and champions it. This is very important. You need someone who helps you to get through the C-suite and promotes your idea. And I was really blessed to have that. And the last one, but not the least, is watching how you respond to noise. There's always noise around. And if you spend too much time trying to justify and explain, you're going to miss the time and a window of opportunity to show credibility. So credibility is shown by actually creating outcomes. And the work you create speaks for itself. So you don't really want to spend a lot of time trying to explain, but rather be more agile and nimble and create something and showcase it. And then you are now able to get feedback and tweak it and correct it. But without that, you're basically just in theoretical stage.
Such sage advice and many points you made there are so valuable. I especially appreciate the very last point. Very rare do people actually realize that what's the right way to respond to noise or whether they should be responding to it at all. But to your point, we should just let the result speak for itself. Ferial, I really enjoyed this short and sweet conversation with you. As I said, oftentimes I'm having trouble stopping people from talking, but in this case, it's not a matter of how much you talk is how much you actually say. So I appreciate all your insights. It's been very valuable.
Thank you so much, Nasheen. Always a pleasure talking to you.
You've been watching another episode of Executive Insights, Winner Circle Edition. I'm Nasheen Liu with the IT Media Group. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please check out other content on our YouTube channel, including CIO roundtable conversations and executive interviews. Don't forget to subscribe.